expectations. Needs are being met. Needs are being met. Needs are being met beyond my expectations. All my needs are being met beyond my expectations. Needs are being met. Needs are being met. Needs are being met beyond my expectations. Hello. Let me turn off the little MP3 player here. Mantras. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about mantras because I've had some life-changing experiences using mantras, and so I wanted to share them with you and let you know about a class that I'm teaching. You probably know what a mantra is. Mantra. Deepak Chopra tells us that mantra has kind of become synonymous in the English, language with like intention. But it's really much more than that. He says there's two pieces to the word mantra, and I don't know if it's man or man. I don't know how that's pronounced. So anybody got any ideas on that? I did. One of my students who was born in Laos, and I was teaching her while she was living in Australia, and she remembered learning chants from her father, and she said mantra. So mantra, potato, not really sure which it is, but the MAN part of the word means mind. And the tra part of the word means transport or vehicle. So it's mantra is an instrument of the mind, according to Deepak Chopra, a powerful sound or vibration that you can use to enter a deep state of meditation. How does it work? How do mantras work? Going back thousands and thousands of years, mantras have been used as a tool to refocus the mind. Ancient languages, the Sanskrit and Vedic traditions, getting to the ancient root of it all, they say that mantra is really the core of all religions, all scriptures, and all prayers. Mantras have the ability to help you alter your subconscious impulses, habits, and afflictions too. Mantras have been used silently, right, for thousands of years. It's just repeating a phrase over and over in your mind. Now, that phrase can be in a Sanskrit language, a Vedic language, which we might not even know the meaning of the words that we're pronouncing and we're chanting over and over in our minds. And that's almost not really important because the words have been chanted and the energy of the words have been amplified over thousands and thousands of years, so that when you listen to the chant, or when you even silently play it over and over and over in your mind, you get the benefit of all those thousands of years of energies being kind of imbued into those word sounds, so that you can feel it even though you don't understand the language. And while all that is very helpful, and helps all kinds of addictions and changing negative thought patterns, I like to kind of kick it up a notch and think about, well, what would the mantra be like if it was in our language, my language? What would the mantra be like if it was actually in my words? If it was a phrase that I was trying to use to offset a negative phrase, some of that negative thinking that goes on chattering in our brains all day long. What if I was using my own words to positively change, re-pattern that old thought form? Wouldn't that be more powerful? For me, it has been. Also, to kick it up one more notch, wouldn't it be more powerful if, let's say, we're talking about something about our self-power, which is our solar plexus chakra. right? We're talking about something we don't have control over, we want control over, something that has to do with our own self-power. If we were to write a little phrase that was a positive way of looking at this old negative phrase, in our own words, and then put it to a simple little song that was that used the notes of your personal solar plexus chakra. Do you think that would kind of kick it up another notch in terms of its effectiveness and fun? I'm always all about fun, because there's a lot of negative self-talk. People can get stuck in judgment and blame, and we can play the same thoughts over and over and over in our minds. But the mantras is a way to kind of interrupt those negative experiences and instead give them something positive to focus on, like, I'm going to love myself today no matter what, or I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be sheltered and fed. Nothing can stop me today. There are all of these little lines that we could write, these little phrases that we could write and repeat them over and over in our minds. And we could write a little song. I'm doing a course where I would teach you how to do that, how to find out your chakra scale and how to be able to repattern those old sort of subconscious, just underneath our conscious level of thinking and awareness, that these thoughts that are kind of running our lives and sabotaging everything that we're trying to do. You can use your own phrases, and I can help you write a song in like a 4-note pattern that really gets into that specific chakra area. And or we can use a children's song, because most children's songs use that note pattern too. Something that's just fun and uplifting or relaxing, a lullaby, and do it in the note with all of in the key of that specific chakra that we're working on. It's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful. I can tell you, this one that I was playing when we opened up, all my needs are being met beyond my expectations. That came to me from Tom Newman out in Santa Fe, who's a wonderful medium who works with the archangel Bennu, or Gabriel. And I was in an airport in Albuquerque heading back east, and he was in that same airport, having come from the east, coming back to Santa Fe, and we just met, happenstance, coincidence. Yeah, right. And I was talking about, money was tight and things were hard, and he was like, look, Bennu just gave me this little affirmation. All my needs are being met beyond my expectations. I'm like, well, that's fabulous. So I started playing with it in my mind, listening to it over and over and over again, because, well, the gurus say you need to repeat it like 10,000 times to really get it set in there. But when I heard it, after I'm on the airplane and I'm kind of listening to it in my mind, and I heard the rhythm of the children's song Bingo that exactly fit the rhythm of the words of the mantra. All my needs are being met beyond my expectations. It was exact. It was just too easy. So that's what I started working with, and I used it over and over and over and over again, and things got better. Here's another example of, and this one is on my my CD called Prayer Songs, and it's a let it go. It's a let it go mantra. And I wrote it at a time in my life when I was obsessing about something that was impossible, but I was obsessing about it. Now, you could be obsessing about a situation, about a person, about something that you want to happen. Once you start obsessing about it, and it's in your mind all the time, and it's changing, the way you're organizing your life. To me, that said to me, all right, this is crazy. I got to get rid of this. This is impossible. So I wrote a little "Let It Go" mantra song, and the song itself is not that complex. But then I put a little French horn, piece in the before the chorus, and I recorded it, And the wonderful thing about writing your own mantra songs and recording them like on an MP3 player, then actually listening to them while you're doing the dishes or folding the laundry, they're like little love songs to yourself. When you hear your own voice singing to yourself something really positive and loving, it you just kind of it's a very special feeling. It's like uh, I mean enough to myself to do this for myself, to reinforce, all these good things for myself. Somebody has to do it. So mantras have been a part of my life for a while, decades. And I just thought it would be fun to teach how to create your own mantras, using a little 4-note, pattern, or a simple children's song, whatever resonates with the mood of what you're trying to adjust. Right? You could be trying to stop an angry feeling from coming. So you want to have a very sort of calming mantra to do that. You want to have a calming kind of a melody, a lullaby. And the rhythm matters too. I mean, there's rhythms that make you want to get up and dance, and that's really fun too. You want to notch it up, another piece. You're singing this mantra yourself, you're doing this love song to yourself, and you're dancing around the kitchen. You're marching. All my needs are being met. You're making up silly little songs, silly little dances that are so meaningful, that raise uh, your energy. They raise your frequency, because you've got your positive emotions in there. Your voice is speaking it. All of these systems in the body are saying, "This is really good for me." Those are the things that I do here in my little house. Uh, so the different sort of rhythms that you can use, for example, a rhythm that has 2 beats, bump bump, like a march, that's a type of rhythm that disperses energy in general. That's like dispersing energy. If you want to be gathering energy, like you want to say something about I deserve this, and that should be maybe in a 3-beat pattern. The melody should be in a 3-beat pattern, because that's a gathering of energy rhythm. And then there are dancing rhythms and salsa rhythms and all waltzes. That's a 3-4 time gathering rhythm waltz. So there's different rhythms that you can use. That you can use children's songs. Like I said, we can make up your own song just for you. Um, I can sing it and record it. You can sing along with it, or we can actually record your voice singing it. I can do a little thing on the piano, and then when you hear your own voice singing back to you, when you play it for yourself, it changes old stuck stuff. It really shakes it up. Um, it does help to develop some kind of a daily practice, though, to get rid of these thought patterns. Like I said, the gurus will say you need to repeat your mantras 10,000 times. It's kind of like a record. You remember records? Remember albums where the sound was imprinted into the grooves of the vinyl, and the needle picked up the vibrations and amplified it, and that's how we heard the sounds in the vinyl. So repeating something over and over and over again creates a deeper and deeper groove in that vinyl, in your mind. And when that the negative thought comes to mind, or the obsession, or the angries, whatever repetitive thing that you're trying to get rid of, comes to your mind, if you've been playing, singing, and engaging with that mantra, the mantra will come to your mind, and it will erase the thought of the anger or the obsession. And it is, pretty much instant, which is why I like to have my little MP3 player here, and I've put my mantra songs on it and other sort of healing music that I use, so that I can listen to it. It's my little dedicated sort of sound healing MP3 player. And at the end of the course, too, what we would do is record the mantra that you write, and we put it on an MP3 player, and I mail it to you. So you have your own little dedicated MP3 player for your healing music that we can add to as we go along. Let's see. So your body's musical key, yeah, that's pretty important. All the different chakras have their own lessons and their own sort of set of emotions that go along with them, and using the note of your chakra is just another way to access all of the systems of the body that are already working to try to get you into perfect shape. You're just giving it all energy. One thing that I would like to do, it's been about 15 minutes now, and usually I just talk or teach, lecture, share for the first 15 minutes, and then do some demonstrations, kind of things for the next 15 minutes. But what I want to do today is play for you that Let It Go mantra that I recorded on my CD, Prayer Songs. I just wanted to leave because we all get stuck. Let's face it, we all get stuck. And sometimes we get stuck to the point where all of that energy that we're generating is not really accomplishing anything, but it's hurting our health. And when we get to that point, it'd be good to have a little MP3 player of a song to remind you that there are other options. There are other options. So I'm going to cue up the Let It Go song, and we're going to end the session with that. Let's find it. Here we go. Let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go. Release the weight, feel the love in its place, in light and grace. Let it go. 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 Create the space for God to embrace. Bless and give thanks. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So there is a link in the chat for the explanations on my website, thesoundlady.com. If you're interested in signing up for that course or any of my other courses. If you'd like to leave any comments, ask any questions, you can do that, as this will be archived and you can access it anytime. And you can click that little French horn box down in the corner to subscribe, and then you'll know the next time I go live. But pretty much it's every Thursday at noon Eastern Time. So I hope you're all going to have a fabulous day. I hope that kind of just calmed everything down for you. And we'll see you next week. Sound Lady signing off. Bye-bye.